Okay, so this is kind of my first rant, well, not rant, but my first actual topic video. Um, I know I just put up my first one, but like I said in that one, I really feel strongly about this kind of stuff. And actually, my friend Sarah, it was almost, it's 3 years ago now, in December, she killed herself. And I think it was because of the guy she was dating at the time was a complete asshole to her. And she was the funniest, most upbeat girl I've ever met in my entire life. And, 3 days prior to her doing it, she sent me a couple texts, and I was asleep when she sent them to me. And 3 days later, I found out that she killed herself, and I really haven't 100% forgiven myself for it yet because, I still kind of feel like I'm part of the reason why because I didn't spend time to help her. So, I miss her to death because she was hilarious. But this is what kind of brought this on. Right while I was at work earlier today, well, yesterday now. But this is from the HuffingtonPost.com. Brandon Lazarus, a 16-year-old from El Paso, Texas, took his own life earlier this month after being bullied and threatened at school because of his sexuality. KVIA TV reports. My name is Brandon Joseph Lazarus. I couldn't make it. His suicide note read, according to the station, I love you guys with all my heart. The El Paso Times reports Lazarus committed suicide the day after he received a threatening text from a classmate. Yeah, the story goes on. I'll post a link to it in the description if you want to read the whole thing and watch the video because and I've seen tons of these throughout my lifetime, and they all affect me the same way. It's terrible to read about someone who's, 15, 14, 15, 16, 17, or even if you're like 60 years old and you kill yourself because of something like that. Nobody needs to feel like they're alone in this world because you're not. Even if you are a hermit crab and you live by yourself, you don't ever go outside, whatever. There's this big, wonderful thing called the internet, and there are millions of people on it, and I'm sure tons of them would at least listen to your story. Not everybody's going to agree with you. Me and my best friend's older brother had a big debate about why gay marriage should be legalized. He doesn't think it should be. I think it should because if I fall in love with a guy and I'm with him for a good portion of my life and I really, really love this man, why should the fact that we both have a penis and we can't reproduce the traditional way matter as to, if I can have all the legalities that marriage gives you? Because there's a big difference between marriage and domestic partnership. Civil union, I think, is one thing they call it too, and it's ridiculous. But we had our argument, our debate. We agreed to disagree because he wasn't changing my mind, and I wasn't changing his mind. So I wish people, because I've cut myself in the past. I've wanted to die. I've abused drugs. I've abused alcohol. I've done a lot of things in my 21 years of life. But somewhere down the road, I realized that there's there's strength. I have strength. I was put here to do something. Don't know what that something is yet, but one day I'll figure it out. And whenever I do, then, I'm really glad today that I didn't actually kill myself because I love my life. Most of it. I mean, I'm not saying I have a perfect life, but I do love it. we're hitting 5 minutes, and I said it's going to try and keep them below that, but I ramble. So, if you're having a hard problem, or a hard day, or a hard week, or a hard year even, and you need somebody to talk to, or somebody to just look at your story, don't feel like you can't, tell whatever it is to me. I'll at least look at it whenever I get a shot, and I'll say something back to you. I'll give you my opinion, and I'll tell you you're a great person, because even the worst people in the world are good people. So, uh, stories like that, they just get to me. It's just sad, and nobody's alone in this planet. So, I hope you liked the video. It's now a minute past what I said I was going to do. So, if you have any ideas for what I should do next, send me a message, comment, whatever. I'll read it, and hopefully I can get around to it. I love you.